For this week's history video, I'd like to talk about how the Soviet Empire caused its own destruction. In the last two history videos, you can go back and look at them on my site, we discussed the two other reasons for the collapse of the Soviet Union. The fact that the money workers made couldn't buy anything, and the fact that terror no longer existed as a stimulant to obedience and work. And the third element in their collapse is the empire that they acquired. The British Empire, the French Empire, and so on, all had in common enriching the mother country by providing markets for trade, developing their economies to a point where they became good consumers and customers for British and French industries, and providers of raw material at cheaper prices to Britain and France. But the Russian Empire was totally different. Poland and the Eastern European countries weren't encouraged to make anything. And in fact, the same communist rules that deterred production in Russia deterred production in those countries as well. So those countries became complete basket cases dependent on the Soviet Union for support. They depended on Russia for oil, for energy, for natural gas, and for all manner of materials, not as customers who bought and paid for the goods and enriched the mother country, but as supplicants who came begging to Russia for the scraps from the Russian table. And the more Russia expanded geographically, the more the satellite empire increased, the more burdensome it became, and the more it ultimately dragged down and destroyed the Soviet Union. Now, it's very interesting. During the 50s and 60s and 70s, 80s, nobody said this. Nobody said that this is what really is going on. There were all kinds of crusades in the United States to free Eastern Europe and to roll back the Iron Curtain and so on. But nobody said, hey, the longer it's preserved, the longer their hegemony over Eastern Europe lasts, the more it's going to bleed them economically and force them to collapse. Nobody said that, but that is precisely what happened. Thanks for watching.